Hello to everybody. This is Unit 5, Personal Care and Appearance. Okay, this is going to be about count and non-count nouns in the grammar part. Okay, the use of these quantifiers and some vocabulary of containers. Okay, in writing at the end you will be able to write about personal care and appearance using quantifiers. Okay, use and form of count and non-count nouns. Okay, count nouns are the ones that we can count. 1, 2, 3. Okay, for example, nouns that we can count: chairs, tables, yeah, students. But there are things that we cannot count. For example, water, rice, sugar. We cannot say 1 water, 2 rice, 3 sugar. We cannot speak like that in English, okay? Good. So, we have there is and there are. We use there is and there are for singular and plural. For count nouns, we use both. There are 3 combs. There is an apple. There is a razor, okay? A and means 1. Remember, there is an apple means there is 1 apple. There is a razor means there is 1 razor, okay? But with non-count nouns, we only use there is, singular, okay? There is toothpaste, yeah? There is toothpaste in the tube. Good. With this in mind, okay, we shall continue. So in grammar, a quantifier is a word or phrase such as a lot, which you use to refer to a quantity or something without being precise. It is also followed by of, as in a lot of money. When we cannot count, or we cannot we don't have a quantity, we use a quantifier, okay? For example, for things that we can count, we use numbers. But for things that we cannot count, yeah, we cannot count, we cannot use numbers, but we use quantifiers, yeah? Okay, so those quantifiers are a few, some, much, many, a little, any, much, okay? So, for example, there are many clippers, yeah? With many, we can use with count nouns, yeah? Many. Many brushes. There are many files, okay? But with non-counts, we use much. There is much soap in the bathroom. There is much aftershave in my suitcase. There is much shampoo at home. Yeah? And for questions, how many toothbrushes are in the bathroom? There are 2 toothbrushes. How much water is in the bottle? There is much water in the bottle. Remember that for non-count nouns, we always use singular, yeah, form. There is. Okay? Good. For some, we use some for count nouns and non-count nouns. Remember, for count nouns, we can use singular and plural. And if you use a plural, the noun has to be plural too. There are some eggs on the table. There are some apples in the kitchen. There are some dishes in the cupboard. But for non-count, is always singular. There is some water in the bottle. There is some milk in the fridge. There is some soap in the bathroom. And any, we use it with negative forms. Okay, negative statements. There aren't any eggs. There aren't any apples. There aren't any dishes. We cannot say there aren't some. No, because some means something. Yeah, that you at least you have 1. But any means 0 quantity. Okay, so remember, plural for non-counts, for counts, and singular for non-counts. Okay, and in questions, yeah, are there some oranges in the bowl? Is there some milk? Are there any oranges in the bowl? Is there any milk? Okay, with any or some. A lot of means a lot of quantity, and we can use for both, for count nouns and non-count nouns. That means more than some, okay, more than much. So the same thing, plural for count nouns and singular for non-count nouns, okay? So in this summary, you're going to find that we use for a big quantity a lot, that we use for many and much, yeah, and we use then some for some quantity, and for zero quantity we use any, okay? Any, we can use it for negatives and for questions, okay? Some, we can use it for positive statements, but also for questions. Many for questions, for negatives and positive statements, and a lot of only for positive statements. Okay? Good. So here we have some vocabulary. Yeah? Because I want to show you that non-count nouns can be transformed to count nouns using container vocabulary. Yeah? So we have perfume, we have hand lotion, we have a sunscreen, toothpaste that are considered non-count nouns. Yeah? Mouthwash, yeah, is another one. Hair gel is another one. Okay? For example, there is some perfume in the bottle. Yeah? Yeah? Here we have, okay, here we have perfume, and we can use bottle, yeah, to change it, yeah, from a non-count to a count noun, yeah. There is some perfume in the bottle, yeah. Using the container, we can say there are 3 bottles of perfume on the bottle. You see? We can change from a non-count to a count noun using containers. Okay? So the container, or we can say a sort of, yeah, for soap is a bar. I have 3 bars of soap, yeah, in my bathroom. Yeah. Shampoo, I have 3 bottles of shampoo. Yeah. I have a bottle of nail polish in my purse. Yeah. Tube, a tube of toothpaste, a can of hairspray, a box of tissues. So here I have included some practice, but always I include a practice that you have to do it for your own at the end, okay? Here we have, let's try to use some or any. Remember that some, we use it only for positive statements and any for negative. And also we can use some for questions and any for questions. Is there any shampoo on the bathroom shelf? I don't think we have any sunscreen. We have here a negative, don't. Can you pick any up when you go to the store? In the next one, we have a negative here. We need any. Yeah? I am going to the drugstore to get, here is a positive statement, so we use some. Here we have a question, we use any. Wow, your hands are so dry. There's really good hand lotion near the sink in the kitchen. Okay, so it's a positive statement, some. you should use some. Okay, positive, no negative. My hair's a mess and I don't have negative statement any. Hairspray at home, I will get. Okay, here we have a positive statement. It's not a question. We use some. Okay, good. So here we have one more that we are going to do it together, and the next one you do it by yourself. The first one, please get toothpaste when you go to the store. Can we use any? No, because it's not a negative statement. So we use a lot of. Again, I can't believe there isn't negative statement. Only negative statements with any. What do the children do with it? Eat it? Oh no, Mom and Dad are coming for breakfast tomorrow, and there isn't? Okay, here we have much and many, and milk is a non-countable, a non-count noun. We should use much. No problem, I don't use much milk in my coffee, and your dad doesn't use negative, some or any. Any. I am going shopping. Is there any shaving cream? Could you check in the bathroom? No, honey, there isn't. Negative, any. You need some. And while you are at the store, there isn't a lot of or many shampoo. Many is for countable, so we need a lot of. Could you get much or some? Could you get some? Okay, perfect. And the last one is up to you. Okay, so we are going to check answers in the next chat video, okay, that we have. Okay, thank you so much and have a good one.